Hey, BJ from Game
Exclamation
Gumbo
point.
here. I have got my guests Clarence Simpson and Mike from Rock Manor Games, Mike and Aid, and we are talking some of the spicy hot games. One of those spicy hot games, speaking of Chuck On,
Mm-hmm.
was a game that just kept getting played over and over, and that was Quacks at Quedlinberg. Mike, you put this one on your list. I'm curious, is this a new play for you, or is this one that is just a beloved game that you love playing? What's the story?
It's beloved. The reason it came to my mind when you guys sent this over is I was thinking spicy in like the context of like food and flavorful. And this game's all about like mixing your potions and everything.
Yeah.
So that's why it came to mind for the word. And then I think it was also top of mind because this was a huge. It's one of those games. It's a huge favorite in my library. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. But I recently introduced it to my 8 and 6-year-old, and they both. More importantly, the 6-year-old stayed with us and played a full game. The 8-year-old's pretty good and likes games a lot more, but my youngest actually came in, and other than a little bit of cheating, I think, with looking in the bags and pulling stuff out, we listened to all the rules and like we got everything. There was a little bit of cheating, but I just told him, I was like, listen, you guys want to play this with dad? Like, you can't be like cheating, like don't be looking at the bag. I want to see you like pull it out from underneath the table and like we'll hold it out. But I don't really care about winning when I'm teaching my girls games. I just sort of want to get through it and have a good time. So I didn't care that much, but I riffed on them a little bit.
Are you playing the base game? You playing some expansions? Did
Just
you
the
like
base
to bling
game.
it out?
I haven't gotten any of these expansions yet. I probably should because I do play this one a lot.
I like the Herb Witches. Patrick's played more of the expansions. I've only played the Herb Witches. I really enjoyed it. I like. I think is it the white potion that it brings in, Steve? If I remember right,
Does
it brings something
expand
else.
the player count too? Yes.
It expands the player count,
Yeah.
and it's got bigger numbers on some of the other ones. Like if I remember right, the orange ones. It's been a while since I played, but I haven't blinged mine out. Mine is just a cardboard. I do find that I've got a couple of grand bugs that like push your luck games, so I'm excited to hear that your girls have played. We've been playing one from Flat Out Games with penguins in it. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Deep Dive. Yeah, Deep Dive. And they love anything where they can push their luck a little bit. So I'm thinking Quacks might be the next game. So Patrick says The Alchemist. I have not played that. That's the newest expansion for it. I haven't played it. You either, Mike, right?
I have not played any expansions for this one. I'm not great at getting expansions in general. I have to really see a need for it, like when I'm playing the game. And Quacks, I have so much fun. Like, I'm sure expansions add stuff, but it's like I don't even need it because.
Oh, look at this, Steve! Someone's really blinged it out. They got the treasure chest and everything. Clarence, have you played the Quacks?
I have. I'm like Mike. I haven't played any of the expansions, but I've played the base game a couple times.
Thoughts?
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's something like, especially as a designer, if you're thinking about doing like a push your luck game, you keep going back and looking at Quacks and how it does it because it does it so well.
Yeah. I love push your luck. Bad push your luck is a travesty. Great push your luck is fantastic gaming. This is really good stuff.
Can't Stop is still my favorite, I think.
I would tend to agree with you.
Yeah, but Quacks, the very first time I played it with the crew from iHeart Board Games, and we were sitting around the table, and we were literally banging on the table, encouraging the other people to keep pulling. I love it when somebody gets to that. They're the only one left, and they're pulling those, and they've got a bunch, and they're doing the math in their head. They're like, okay, I've got 5 tokens left. I've got 3 bad ones. I'm gonna just pull one more time. Oh, I love it.
And you've got to bait them too. You've got to say, oh, come on, look at your odds. Your odds are great. Keep going.
You're fine unless you draw the 3. That's what I kept saying to my girls. I'm like, as long as you don't draw the 3, like bomb, you're fine.
Just keep going.
Like you're at
is
3
there
total.
a bad push your luck game? I'm trying to think of one. Is there a bad push your luck game? It's a great mechanic.
It is a great mechanic, but it needs to be done well so that there's some sense that you've got agency. You want to feel like you want to feel like you had the choice, and when it happens, it's a success. But when it's a failure, you want to be able to point at chance and then go back to it again. That's why we kept playing it over and over at ChuckCon, because Jake was doing so well, but Becky was just doing better, and you had to re-rack him and play again.
Yeah,
Clarence?
I mean, I don't love Mystic Veil. That's the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I don't
Clarence, we
hate
got
it.
our
It's
idea
just
for a
not
game
great.
here.
I
Push your luck game about audience members yelling at Clarence band and throwing out, can you play Leonard Skinner?
Yeah.
play some Skinner, man. What do you think? And if they pick the wrong song, they push their luck and the band closes for the night.
There you go. And we call it Freebird, right?
Freebird, yeah. Play some Skinner, man. Play some Margaritaville, man. Hey, so J Bell has one that I absolutely love. Skate Summer by Pandasaurus Games, Clarence, the same company, I think. Isn't that right? That did the Wolves, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Skate Summer. This game has been under the radar and should not be. This is a push your luck game that is just, oh man, it's so thematic. It really feels like you're doing tricks, bouncing your skateboard all over the park. I'm not a skater, dude, so I can't say that it's thematic because I recognize anything in there, Steve. But yeah, because Steve, you see me athletically, so it's not that great. But Skate Summer, any of you guys have played Skate Summer?
Mm-mm.
I haven't. I've seen it though. I mean, I've seen it at the Pandasaurus booth the last few conventions I've been at.
Deep Blue Patrick, I don't know, man. I liked it, but there's one that I'm not so sure that I thought it was okay. You know, I don't know. I thought it was okay. No. But I'm glad you like it, Patrick. We're definitely not dogging it. And I know why Patrick likes it. He's a deep sea diver. He loves anything to do with NASA or water. So any kind of final frontier, that's what Patrick likes. So he's definitely biased for that. Okay, so that's the Quacks of Quedlinberg. Fantastic choice, Mike. Good spicy game that I think everybody approves. I know I do. I like that one. So